Hey there, it is me, Pee Wee, your King Ginger. Farewell, Imperial High Command. This is Star Wars Scum and Villainy Episode 2. Let's go around the table and everyone can tell us who they are, where they are, and just how badly hurt they are.
All right, well, I am Nate. I am playing Kamameza Celestin Bounty Hunter. I'm currently squished in the Sucker Punch Wilbur ship. He's not there with Rorku, Pen 15. Surprisingly not as hurt as I probably should be, but I'm sure that'll change.
Warrior, play Honk Khaleesi, a Jawa medic. I am physically unhurt, but emotionally wounded.
Emotionally scarred.
I'm James. I'm playing Rorku Bauman, Trandoshan Bounty Hunter. As Cam mentioned, squooshed into the Sucker Punch. Not terribly damaged, but didn't make terribly good decisions last session.
I am Wilbur, played by Matt McMorrin, Bounty Hunter. I've discovered a new weight loss program. I recommend it.
Wilbur No Shanks.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I have a lot fewer legs than I used to, which is to say all fewer. And I am aboard Honk's ship, which is handy since he's a medic.
Honk, does your ship have a name? Can you remind me?
Yeah, it's called Mine.
That's right.
Mine.
I'm Joel. I'm playing PN15, aka 2R15T, the repurposed Imperial security droid turned pilot. I'm a little banged up, but nothing terrible.
All right, excellent. So you all just received your message from Alari Marin via Hollow. Where did you decide you'd like to go? Do you want to go directly to the Sparkling Secret, or did you want to make that quick stop off to go see Nugrat Grebe?
2R15T. You want to see a man about a ship?
If it's not this ship, yes.
I'm sorry. Would you like to see a mon about a ship? Is that at a different spaceport from where the partisans want us to meet the Sparkling Secrets?
It's also at Ormandel, though.
Okay. I don't think it would be a bad thing to ditch this ship, if possible, and get something that hasn't been spotted by everybody.
Yep.
And is more spacious.
Oh,
Cam, come on, this is like old times, pal.
We need more people in this ship, though, I'm guessing.
It is technically, does have spacious as an attribute, but it is also small. So
It's like a
hold those two things in your head together.
We're just all intentionally sitting really close together.
Like the back of a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Well, and are we? I don't remember. Are we currently in one ship or two? We're in two, right?
Two.
We're in two ships.
Yeah.
So we do have.
Me and Nate are in the Sucker Punch, which is Wilbur's ship, and then Wilbur is flying Honk's Jawa ship. Mine.
Space
Crawler.
I've lost Dolores.
But we could get Dolores too. Yeah.
be okay.
Can we communicate that to Wilbur and Honk? I can't remember whether we had comms with them or not. I know that we both
Wilbur had calm.
jumped.
Yeah, I think we're in communication.
Okay. Well, I think we communicate that over to Wilbur and see how he's doing, and see if we might make a step to see old
Not
Grebe.
not great, Rorku, but yeah, maybe there's some solutions for what I'm dealing with there as well. I don't think it's a bad idea to regroup and prepare some.
Also, I can't feel my legs.
Maybe we could see if we could hook you up with like a little gonk chariot, and you could just like your
Gonk.
head could just
Yeah,
like be a little,
the slowest possible option.
but the sturdiest.
Also, the most elegant.
But
An
I don't
elegant
know.
droid for a more civilized age.
I can't go for like a BB-8 kind of thing.
Just a roller ball.
Yeah, just my torso rolling around.
Looking like some weird version of Korvac.
Yeah, space Roomba, put me on a treadwell droid. I don't know.
Then you look like, what is it?
Bone
Bone
breaker.
breaker?
Yeah,
Is that the dude from the
the Reavers. Yeah.
Reavers? Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Is there any?
Plus, Darth Maul spider crawler thing. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions here.
I vote R2D2 legs.
Just
Say
actual
more.
R2D2. Guest starring R2D2. So,
You will.
you've all agreed you're going to Nugrat Greaves.
Well, 4 of us have agreed, and I'm a hostage. For the record, officially, I am under duress, and my life is out of my control.
Perfect. Yes.
And they broke my rule.
We'll you're a hostage for now. Let's see if we can, we'll talk this through. We'll get together. We'll discuss in person,
Talk what through?
FaceTime.
It doesn't generally get better for hostages when things get talked through. That's like when you make the plan to off me or something.
If
This isn't
that
making me feel better.
it would be done.
I fixed you like that.
Yes, and
So-
it's appreciated. You and your droid.
You broke my
I'm
rule.
dead. Good.
Yeah. Let's see. Based on our track record with you so far, we are in need of a medical part of this posse.
Who the fuck is Alari Marin anyway? Why are we going to a casino to?
You didn't see that? It was all over. Like
We're
the
famous.
yeah, well,
Don't
I
you
mean,
know
like
who we
bits
are?
and pieces. I don't follow the news like obsessively. Like I deliver medical.
Laurie
supplies.
5? Come on.
I think there are memes. I'm pretty sure there are memes. But
I don't do memes. I deleted my email.
wise.
It was all ads for pills, and I got all those.
Well, and fundraising emails from the Senate. It's
Look, left. It's fundraising emails. Talk about. Ugh. Am I right?
So right.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry.
Just saying okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm at your command or whatever. So let's be over here. So go fuck myself.
Carry on.
Tubi kind of rotates down above Wilbur and says, just for clarification, he does not mean he's going to have actual intercourse with himself.
You don't know that.
Jawas are incapable of that,
Excuse me?
regardless of how many
What are you
appendages
doing over here?
they actively have.
Man. Wow. Wow.
It turns and looks at you and says, but that is the truth. You are anatomically unable to have intercourse with yourself. That is why you're constantly finding companionship. He turns again and looks at Wilbur and says, the doctor is a very, very efficient and masterful lovemaker.
That's true. I didn't program him to say that.
He again turns back and says, he did not.
All right. Well, let's go back to the captor hostage sort of
All
vibe,
right.
and let's
I'm
draw a line under this.
I prefer
I'm
to think of you as our patient, not as a hostage.
Well, he's doing all the hostage taking and stuff, and my robot is having very revealing conversations about me in the third person.
There's no HIPAA in space.
Could I roll? They're called the GIF. Can I roll sharp to like really, sort of fine tooth comb, go over the grates and see if I can't find any more chunks of leg meat?
Yeah, of course.
Great.
You could also just have 2B do it. Scan it.
No, I need something to occupy my mind. Also, he only has one arm now. So.
2B does like
Toby.
hover
Toby.
over you and
Oh,
just
man.
says, Doctor,
Yes.
I am now only 25% efficient.
Mm-hmm.
How will we remedy this situation?
Well, I need to get some money, and then I can.
Couldn't we not just negotiate to return our, with one robot hand, he does this, patient to their allies?
But here's the thing about that. I don't know if you've noticed, but he almost destroyed you and could kill me without like a second thought. So it puts us in a disadvantageous situation if for the purposes of getting, like, I'm not piloting the ship right now. Like, I don't feel like I'm in control here. You feel like I'm in control, Toby? Is this what I look like when I'm in control?
Doctor, you are always in control. I have gone to lengths in the last 7 minutes to make adjustments in order to ensure our patient is more docile. Do you still have your rebreather present?
Yeah, of course. Don't breathe without my rebreather.
I can gas our large friend,
Yeah, go for it.
rendering them unconscious and
Perfect.
pliable for surgery.
Let's not use pliable anymore. Yeah, that sounds.
He turns and looks over there and he says, prepared. Is
Better.
prepared a better word?
Ready, prepared. Yeah, that's
Ready.
better than pliable.
Ready.
Pliable sounds like we're going to do something gross.
I do not judge in this dojo. Whatever.
I mean, I
you
don't
do
either, but
with
I
females
just
or
want to.
males or non-binaries of other species
Sure.
makes no difference to this unit.
Different
Have I
strokes
not
for different
always
folks.
been supportive of your decisions?
You've been very supportive of my decisions. This isn't an argument we're having here. I'm just saying, like, I want to, like.
And of course, it's not an argument because I do not have an arm nor legs. So I have no ability to win said argument. I am simply an instrument for you to utilize. This has been made somewhat clear.
I'm trying to get you your legs, buddy, and then now and on. I'm working on it. But yeah, gas the guy. I tried to narco stab him earlier and I failed. So why don't you gas him?
So 2B comes back over to where you are, Wilbur, and hovers beside you and says, are you now ready to discuss your mental well-being after the loss of your lower extremities?
I mean, I guess we've got time.
I fear that if you do not discuss these things, your trauma may become an issue going forward for myself and the doctor, making your treatment much more difficult.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'm a bounty hunter. I used to fight people for a living. You get hurt. I don't
You
know.
do not have legs.
Yeah,
This is much more than being hurt. Even though, and his metal claw kind of touches your shoulder, your skin and body form is extremely resistant.
I mean, my knees were pretty shot anyway. I don't know. I mean, yeah.
How about here? It kind of touches where you're a little banged up. Is that painful?
I mean, I'm yes, but the down.
How about here? And he touches like over where where your heart is.
Physically, no, I'm pretty good there.
How about here? And his metal hand comes over where your brain is.
Let's not with the touching.
His hand unlatches and a huge anesthetized gas comes pumping out, filling the room.
Put my rebreather back on.
Are you going to try to fight your way through the gas, Wilbur?
Nah, fuck it.
Calgon.
Let's take a nap.
You snort in a massive amount of this gas. You turn and you look at Tubi, your eyes just raging for a moment, and then your pupils turn to the tiniest of black dots. They roll back in your head and you fall out of the chair. I was unsure, doctor, how much gas it would take, so I had to guess and used simply an eighth of what we used on that Rancor.
Sounds good.
Should
probably.
I jettison the atmosphere to clear the gas?
No, I got my rebreather on under my mask. It's not so bad. A lot of people complain about having to use a rebreather, but I feel like it protects everybody out there, and it's not that hard. It's it's kind of nice actually. So
I am concerned about overdosing him with a lack of.
Oh, him. Yeah, no, yeah, you probably hippopotamus oath. You should probably jettison the atmosphere.
Tubi turns the latch, and there's a small moment of just like, shoo, and the atmosphere is jettisoned before it shuts back off, and the oxygen begins to reproduce.
So Honk is going to sort of scuttle over to Wilbur, and he's going to put that little backpack belt thing that Toby gave him when they were on the docks around Wilbur. So then he goes like boop 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 boop, boop, like just sort of like floats.
Jetsons him across the room.
Yeah, he Marvin the Martians back to the unfolded med kit, and then Honk doesn't have restraints because why? So he'll just in case he'll fill.
He doesn't have restraints.
He doesn't have restraints.
Are you sure about that?
And not the type he'll need for this situation. And he pulls the like freezer compartment out of the console, and that's full of the leg meat. And then he just puts it on Wilbur's chest, so it'll weigh him down if he wakes up. He leaves it plugged in, though, so as to not let it spoil.
About that time, on the oh man, sorry, I forgot your ship's name. Sucker Punch. You're coming out of hyperspace on the outskirts of Ormantal system. Honk, your ship comes out of hyperspace as well. Your Navicomputer lets you know where you are. You're on the outside portion of the system. This is your chance if you want to go.
Now, then I would be the hostage to it. Like I would become my own worst enemy.
Would we not be bringing a fugitive to justice? But how do we juxtapose that with our oath to protect and heal?
Yeah, I feel like if we turn them over directly, they'll just like vaporize them or something. You know, like on TV is like a on the hollow network.
Tubi turns and like while you're talking and just like looks at Wilbur for a long time before turning back towards you and says, "Doctor, I have grown attached to this being. We share a commonality, a struggle.
Sure. No, I think he's
I
pretty nice.
no longer feel comfortable turning him in."
Okay. Do you want one of his arms?
No,
Okay.
his arms would be useless to me.
Sure. No, that makes sense. I just wanted to offer. I wanted to make sure that again we're on the same page about my commitment to getting you.
Were we able to cull enough meat for sale?
I mean, there's a lot. Like,
If
big boy.
not, there's one wrist flows down, and then there's just this laser blade. I don't think it would hurt if we took off everything to the waist.
I mean, honestly, like the little we could give him a little platform, a little floating disc to float around on. That'd probably be. It would look nicer, honestly. If it had, we were doing it in a rush, that isn't our best work. We always want to do our best work. So,
We
and
could
honestly,
save it very thin,
yeah, and
easier
honestly,
for
sure.
processing.
Sure, and honestly,
Wouldn't it be a kindness so we could get closer to the larger bones, easier for later adaptation?
sure, of course. No, I like I said, we should do our best work here. You know, with that meat will go to science and stuff. So that's
Or
good.
to Rondell's house
What?
of unknown meats.
I don't fuck with rondelles anymore. Not after the food poisoning, like the 37th case
But-
of food poisoning.
Oh, I will eliminate Rondell from our catalog of buyers and sellers. I thought we still were communicating with Rondell.
Well, I mean, like I don't take him off the roll with next thing. Like, I mean, you don't want to give like brine cuts to rondelles.
I will begin the
We
carving.
just throw him the space ham or whatever.
PN15 is going to hail their ship.
Their ship hasn't moved. You guys have come out and they're like just setting. So PN15 hails.
What?
Doctor, you would want to get that
I did.
As
I'll go
I-
get it.
as I begin to process.
Yes. Good.
the
Good.
plot.
Just put it in the bin that's already on his chest.
Yes, Doctor.
All right. I'll go up and answer. What?
Is this Dr. Meatbag?
Who's Dr. Meatbag? No.
The one who has Wilbur on the ship?
There's no Dr. Meatbag here. Is this a prank call?
But Wilbur is on your ship, correct?
Maybe. Who's this?
This is PN15.
Very funny. Hangs up. Just a crank call, Toby.
Oh,
Going to be
we
hailed.
should really change our number.
Yeah, but we want to be available too. Remember, that's why we have such a recognizable call sign.
Oh,
It's like when
But
they
this
used
would
to do
help
the phone
us-
books and you just be like AAA whatever, because not because you had any tie to the name, but because it would be first in the phone book.
this would also help us to avoid when Rondell calls.
We don't have to. We can just Rondell whatever we got left over. He doesn't care.
I'm going to put weapons lock on their ship.
Do I get a notice about that or something?
Yes.
Okay. Something locked weapons on us. That
I
seems
believe
bad.
that is the ship we traveled in hyperspace with, Captain.
Okay.
Doctor.
Well, see, the hostage thing was going to go south. Like, it's good that we did what we did. All right.
This seems unfortunate. Should I begin with the one hand, two fingers surgery?
Okay, you don't have to do air quotes.
I would do it with two hands.
No, I know, but you
Apparently,
don't.
I
I know
only
we're
have
working on
one.
it. It's part. It's part. It's part of the plan. It's in the plan. I'll hail that ship.
Are you going to return back PN15?
Put Wilbur on now, or I will blow you from the sky.
Wilbur's in surgery, and if you blow me from the sky, you'll blow up Wilbur too. So your plan sucks.
The comings and goings of organics does not really concern me.
Okay. He's in
How-
surgery, emergency surgery. Doesn't have legs right now. We're kind of working on that. So you could not blow up my ship. That would be great. If you'd like to fuck off forever, that would be fine too. Just whatevs. But if you could quit interrupting these delicate medical procedures, that would be lovely.
I will escort you to the planet's surface, where my compatriots will catch up to check on the well-being of Wilbur post-surgery. And I'm going to transmit coordinates for where they should land.
So the place you are looking for is a old, beat up, super janky looking CIS weapons platform. Called the Deep Water.
Oh shit! I know what ship I want to buy. Want to get that glass shock.
The glass shock. So it's just kind of floating there, and it's got like chunks missing out of it. There's a bunch of junker ships like pulled up to it. You can see there's actually some like tugboats moving ships from the surface to this kind of used car lot in space.
Wait, these coordinates point at a shithole. You're telling me you want me to take your friend to some random shithole in the middle of space so that you can, because you're concerned about his well-being?
No, I'm telling you to take him to a specific shithole in the middle of space because I am concerned about his well-being.
All right, I mean, I'm just saying it's kind of a shithole. Just better places.
Doctor, we are being hailed by said shithole.
What?
You hear a voice kind of in garbled, basic, like sounds like it's through multiple filters. Approaching vessel, are you looking for bargains, for deals?
On what?
Then you've come to the right place. Welcome to the deep water. One
I'm
of our
gonna hang up.
tugs will be there to, it just keeps going. Tugs will be there to escort you shortly.
Hang up.
You get the same message, PN15.
Am I supposed to let this? I'll go back to 10:15. Am I supposed to let this shithole tug me off, or do I need to take a different method in?
Doctor,
I'm just trying to not get
I thought
blown up.
we discussed not using language like that.
You talked about not using language like that. I like that kind of language.
There is no shame. in this dojo.
I know. That's what I appreciate about you.
PN15, you hear with your extremely good audio receptors the sounds of like a rotating vibro blade just starts buzzing heavily in the background.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey.
The skin is much tougher than even I had thought in this scarring, Doctor.
Yeah, and how's the subcutaneous fat? Is it a good layer?
I believe the word that Rondell would use is scrumptulescent.
Oh, sure. All right. Well, that's good to know. Oops, I left it on. I'll turn it off.
Could all of us hear that, or just PN15?
I don't know if he's got the full comm on or not.
Are you
Yeah,
all like
that's
basically like on top of each
Pretty much, yeah, unless it went directly to his array and not isn't pumped throughout the ship.
Right.
Two little tugs. They look like converted CIS ships come up and hit you guys with tractor beams and slowly tractor beam you towards towards the I think I said it was the deep water. Yeah, the deep water, where they basically park you. You hear a magnetic clip hit both ships. And on your heads-up display on your HUD, you see that there is a timer going on your ship and that you're being charged for parking time.
Wait, what? Get that shit off of you.
Am I able to hack the timer on our ship?
You can certainly make an attempt.
I would like to make an attempt. Not to turn it off completely, but to slow it down to what would be a reasonable rate.
Fine, yeah.
What would I use to do that?
Of course, you're going to ask me that. I don't have any of that stuff up right now. Let me grab a.
Is that attuned?
I would say it's a hot.
It's a hot.
Yeah, some hot droid on droid action.
Yeah.
All right.
Seduce that thing.
And I'm rolling a d6, right?
2d6.
2d6. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Eight minus 1, 7.
So that is a little bit of the success with consequence. So you're able to do it, but in the process, it's kind of glitching. So like it seems to like stop and then jump 15 minutes and then jump 8 minutes backwards. And so you don't know where it'll be. It all depends on when it's shut off. But there's a good chance you may get charged nothing. But there's also a good chance it might be an incredible amount of credits. It's just going to be a little bit of that old luck.
All right.
Um,
I'll advise everybody at Rorku and Cam, like, the doctor is operating on your friend. I don't know what all is involved in those types of things. But you may want to hasten to his ship just to verify. I don't know how much subcutaneous fat would need to be removed for a damaged leg.
A delicious amount.
That's a good question.
Also, do doctors often describe things during surgery as delicious?
Gonna go with no.
Depends on the species, I suppose.
I would assume Gamorrean.
So you guys are basically now attached with this mechanism that also attaches like a docking tube to your ships. So you can leave and go into the deep water proper.
Honk is going to scuttle on down to the operating area, and he's gonna take a couple slices of thigh meat, and he's gonna wrap it in like some old hollow newspaper or whatever the fuck people read in Star Wars, and and wrap it up and kind of tuck it up into his robes, and then he'll assist with the surgery.
Okay. Why don't you give me a act under fire? Since I'm assuming you're trying to do this well, but trying to do it quickly.
Yeah. That sounds good. Oh, that's actually a really good roll. That's 9 minus 1, 8.
So it's again successive consequence. You are able to get a extremely clean cut where when and if this person is given prosthetics, there'll be an easy fix, probably very highly responsive. But maybe you went a little bit higher than you wanted to.
Oh, did I take his stick off?
No, you didn't go that high.
Okay.
But you went way high up.
You have a peg leg? What are we at?
I think the word you're looking for are peg legs.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Well,
Morians.
Well, you know.
Like it's real obvious that Wilbur has far less legs when he came in. Like,
What was the idea?
you don't think these hostage takers are that dumb to go, oh, I think it looks right. They're going to be like, hey, where's the rest of his thighs?
Yeah, I can explain that medically. I'm not worried about it.
Is it so high that Wilbur is essentially a tripod now?
Close. He can do one Gamorrean push-up because it's all you need.
That's all you need.
Rorku, Cam, PN15, are you headed to the mine?
I think that we're kind of taking our lead from PN15 and want to go check on Wilbur. And PN15 was talking about going in that deep water and checking out.
You're both attached to the deep water, but not to each other.
Yeah. But yeah, we had kind of just discussed Cam and I going and checking on Wilbur since we don't know the situation.
Okay.
Could I assess the situation? Could I like read a sitch to see kind of what this looks like? Not that as a bounty hunter I don't trust everybody here that's selling ships and everything, but okay, so I have a -1 to sharp, and it rolled a 7, so a 6.
You're like, we're good. Everything's great. We should just roll in like nothing ever happened. You feel really confident about things. You're like, things are looking up for us. I feel really good about this.
Awesome.
You're like sitting on a hot rock in the middle of a warm, sweaty place.
Okay, so we can see mine from where we're docked. Like we would know which way to go.
Yeah, you guys are docked like right next to each other.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I say like, 2R, go find your second Dolores, and Cam and I'll check on Wilbur. And I think Cam and I just walk over there and like knock on the door, and we're like, Utini!
A holographic
banging
message.
on the door.
A holographic message appears on the door, sort of neon sign style, that says "Surgery in progress. Operating room closed." And it just blinks at you.
You both hear a voice behind you. Are you looking for a little bit of snip, snip, cut, cut?
Us? Me? Him?
Well, you're going up to the doctors, to the ship. It obviously is a physician's ship.
We
You can tell.
Oh no, we're just waiting. We're
Oh, don't lie to Ruth's friend. Ruth's is here to help you.
no, Rupus, one of our friends. Rupus.
He's a very like skinny and lean Twi'lek.
Oh,
Ruth's
Oh.
is here to help. You look scaly. And you, when was the last time you brushed between face folds? Really get in there, get clean.
Every morning, come on. Gotta be good.
But all you are is how you were birthed. Brutus here to help. He know a guy who made you some improvements. Want to be a
does
little faster. Want to be not have to breathe. Want to be able to see in any condition. Small potatoes. Brutus no guy who take care of you.
Does this guy you know that knows another guy give people new legs?
This is small potatoes for someone that Brutus no guy who no guy.
That's perfect because the guy that's in the ship, we know him. He kind of needs legs.
Isn't getting worked by doctor right now.
He is, but the doctor apparently doesn't have legs.
he's on the cuts that you were talking about, but we would like a work or a gong 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 gong.
Oh, why ask for cheapest? Brutus get you good deal, get you real legs. Look like legs, move like legs.
We are
Only
Greg's.
10,000 credits.
Whew, that's a lot of credits.
Hey, that's for both legs and feet. Brutus not try to trick such smart men as you.
It's like knees too, right?
Brutus can throw in. I will make them part of package along with toes, but nothing else.
Ankles.
Brutus give you those as gift.
How many points
From
of
friend to friend.
Imperial High Command, how many credits were we given via hardware?
I don't know. How many credits were you given?
50K.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should talk to my note taker. That's why Cam and I work so well as a bounty hunting duo.
PN15, what are you doing currently?
So before leaving the ship, I pull out my collection of swappable badges and replace PN15 with the 2R15T designation. And then I also grab a Hawaiian shirt. So as the
Apply
extra,
fake mustache and Boston Red Sox cap.
it would be a Detroit Tigers cap.
Is it? I can't remember what cap he wore.
But no, he's just sticking with the shirt and the badging. No need for overkill at this point. And then he's going to make his way out. I see them talking at Honk's ship, right?
Yes.
I'm just going to saunter over and kind of go, have you not been able to get a hold of the doctor?
Well, it says he's in surgery. You see the
Brutus
flashing
like
lights there.
sees this Imperial droid and kind of backs up. Did not know. He backs away. 1,000 pardons. Did not know.
Oh, I
Still
don't
got our
have it.
deal, right?
He kind of skulks off and goes to talk to a few men armed about 40 feet away.
That was bizarre. I'm going to reach over and try to open the door from the outside to Honk's ship.
You make a lot of noise, a lot of sound and fury signifying nothing because pulling the
Oh no, I'm trying
outside of it.
to jack to it and like open it up from basically the inside. I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm already doing this shit.
Okay, yeah, you can try that. Honk, do you have any security systems for like your outer door system?
I feel like, yeah, like if people want to come jank his stuff, he's a Jawa. He can't come get my stuff.
Okay,
I feel
that's
like
just what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
All right, you can make me a hot roll then, PN.
Okay. I rolled a 12. I am -1 for hot.
It takes you a little bit. There's like all these kind of junk code in there. But you're able to circumnavigate it through and you're able to unlock the door. Now, the one thing you did not count on is the redundancy that a Jawa would put in there is that the power's cut off now to the door. So you've unlocked it, but now you have to physically move it, which might be a little more difficult.
It's a big door.
I feel like I'm a big enough droid to move the door.
You can definitely attempt.
Would this be a hard roll?
This would be a hard honk. Your alert light goes off in your surgery room, and 2B tells you, Doctor, I believe we have an unwelcome visitor.
Oh,
Should I release the hounds?
Yes. Absolutely. We can't have surgery interrupted this consistently.
As you wish, Doctor. All right, you can attempt to move that.
I rolled an 8 and I'm +1 for hard. So
you squeeze your fingers in and you start pulling the door open, like physically moving the door. And there's this noise. All three of you hear it, and you hear thump, 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 thump. 8 little floating balls jettison off the side of the ship, little sentry bots, and they come around, and you hear in a Jawa language, basically, cease and desist, cease and desist, cease and desist. And they unfold, and they all have a laser to the front and 2 lasers on the side.
Maybe we should listen.
I'm going to put my hand on my whipcord and vibro knife just in case these guys decide to start some ish.
Oh, they're starting an ish?
Oh, are they?
I don't know. I'm asking you compared to you. We're trying to take the door off your ship.
We're just interested in having a conversation.
We're just reaching through the door with our bare hands in the car.
Well, I feel like we're in a bad spot. We just want to hang out in the waiting room.
So how are we going to proceed?
Can we just like yell that?
Yeah, you can definitely yell that.
We're totally fine just waiting in the waiting room. Just this is not suitable out here anymore.
Yep. Okay. Well, there's a little bit of a problem with the waiting room idea because you broke my door.
No, 2R can put it right back together. It's not gonna be a problem at all.
That's how you think doors work on spaceship? That they just slide back in willy nilly against the vacuum of space? You do?
Ours do. So.
Okay.
Vacuum
Well,
space has never been a problem for me.
I'm sort of appalled at your level of, self-preservation. But
we're here. We're just gonna get a new ship, so that's why we're here. So we don't have to pull the
Okay.
doors closed anymore.
why don't you go get a new ship
Gentlemen,
and leave me alone?
Gentlemen, we have a problem here. You look over and in a like long space duster, you see a human pull back and just got 3 blasters strapped down. Says, we don't want problems here. This isn't what we do here. So what I see is an imp bucket of bolts. Looks like 2 hunters trying to break into a ship.
That's exactly what's happening here.
So I need you to step away from the vessel now.
All right.
Thank you for obliging. Now, if you have an issue with another customer, I would say you take that up with customer service.
Can you direct us there?
He kind of turns, takes off his hat, and points. And there's this kind of ramshackle desk. And you see rushing behind it, like as they're running, pulling their like skirty dress up, is Rudis. He jumps behind the desk. He's breathing hard. There's a couple other, they look like security personnel that are over by there.
They don't look imperial though. They look.
No, these guys look more like poor corporate security.
Yeah.
Like the bottom of the barrel, the temps of corporate security.
And Ord Mantell's in like mid rim, right? We're not.
It's at the edge of the mid rim to the outer.
Okay.
I believe. I'd have to look, but it's not a heavy imperial sector.
Yeah.
He just looks at you and puts his hat back on. He says, "Gentlemen, I hope there's not going to be any problems during your stay here."
Oh no, there was a misunderstanding about where the waiting room was for a friend that's getting some surgery. It's a medical frigate.
Excellent, because even though you're all celebrities, don't think I won't hesitate. Now,
Autograph?
welcome to the deep water. Because of your trouble on your kind disposition, he puts his hand out to shake your hand.
Yeah, I'll shake his hand. That's cool.
There's a 15% off coupon.
Love coupons. Trandoshans love coupons.
That's what I've always heard.
Yeah. We're not just bounty hunters. We're bargain hunters.
I don't think you're even bounty hunters anymore.
Well, hunters.
Also, I'd tell your imp droid you probably should be a little less conspicuous. He turns and looks and he says, "Big fella, not a lot of people are going to enjoy your presence here, if you know what I'm meaning."
M-droid?
Jedi.
I am merely a service droid on vacation. Can you not tell by my festive shirt?
I mean, it's a damn nice shirt.
It has pineapples.
It does. But I'd probably be a real shitty marshal if I didn't tell you you ain't going to be very welcome around here.
Inhospitable.
Extremely. Well, you gentlemen don't spend that coupon all in one place, and I don't want to see you over here bothering this ship. We get one another?
And we understand.
Oh yeah.
Good day to you.
Bargain hunting.
He crosses his arm and he waits for you to leave.
Do we get a sense that, like, since he's, I mean, can I read the sitch again, or could
Yeah,
I'm interested in.
You're at a -1 because you failed last time, and you're kind of reading the same sitch.
I'm already at -1. We'll go -2 then.
You can get assistance from somebody to get it back up to that -1.
I'll help him.
Okay.
So what I'm interested in is he's basically said he knows exactly who we are and what we've done. And
You're not hiding right now. None of you are disguised or anything.
No.
Not yet. That's part of the reason
I
we're here.
am.
There's not a lot of Imperial security droids just walking around.
So what I'm interested in is, does it seem like the fact that he like doesn't necessarily have a problem? It's not like he's just like ringing up the Imperials immediately, or doesn't feel like it. Maybe he
It
already
doesn't
has.
seem like he's that interested in dealing with the Imperials at all.
Yeah. Do you think it would?
Doesn't Doug, make your roll before I answer anything. You can ask.
I rolled a 9 -1, so an 8.
Okay. Now ask your question. I'll give you 3 questions,
Okay.
and I will be honest on 2 of them.
Okay. Does my intuition tell me that he would not have a problem pointing us towards New Direct Greed?
No, not a problem at all. You think that this place is primarily a port, and Grebe tends to, it seems like this is the big guy here, even though this looks like a shitty mall.
Mhm.
Like there's a lot of smaller businesses involved. But yeah, I mean, you got a feeling that Grebe probably pays this guy's paycheck.
Okay. Does the Marshal seem like a good source of information generally, or do you think or do I kind of intuit that's like he sticks to the law and the law is what he does, but he like knows things that pertain to the law, or is he kind of a man about port that is kind of coming and going? Does he feel more like lawman, or does he feel more like unlawman?
He feels like for the right amount of credits that he could swing either way, baby.
Excellent. I like that. And then Cam, you got a thought or a question since you're helping out?
I don't at this point.
What's then? Maybe I'll just ask him like straight up. Once we finish business here, what's the travel time planet side to some of the other places here, like the casinos?
Well, I guess that depends on which one you're talking about, doesn't it?
Of course, yeah, obviously. I mean, do you have a favorite?
Am I dressed like a gambling man?
No, but casinos.
Do I look like I spend my coin frivolously?
Hey, buffets, bargain hunter. Okay, you got to know all the best casino buffets, and you look like an eating man, although you may not look like a gambling man. And buffets offer good odds.
Sir, before you begin to annoy me, I would suggest you jog on.
Fair enough. Thank you very much. New
You
Direct.
enjoy your stay here in the deep water now.
We're looking for Mr. Grebe. Could you point us in that direction? We'll stop there after the help desk.
He just takes a long, slow point down the promenade, and there's a large, it looks like a used car dealership. It's like all glass, and then another room of all glass, and then there's like some speeders and stuff in there. But you can see it's like it says like right above it, New Grebe's. Our ships are literally a steal.
Ooh. All right. I'll much obliged him, and the three of us will saunter down to. Do we want to walk by the help desk? Do we still want to talk to Rudis? Or do you
I
guys...
feel like at this point, we can safely say that Honk will not be leaving in this ship that is compromised to outer space.
Yeah, fair. So, yeah, let's prioritize going and getting a ship.
Okay, so you guys make your way. Honk, your droids show you that they're walking away, and now in camera shot, though, you see what looks to be a human with like red, ruddy skin standing there, and he turns his back to them, walks up to your ship, clangs on it with his knuckles. Open up. It's the Marshal.
Marshall of what? Is that your name, Marshall? It's a nice name.
Now, sir, we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way.
Look, I'm just asking questions. My ship
I
was
am the Marshal of
nearly-
the station.
Okay, great. He'll open the door.
Are you there, or are you just opening?
He is remotely opening.
Okay.
He's not gonna.
Like the door feels, it's kind of janky because of PN15's hacking it.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks up at your little droids, your little hounds, and he says, permission to come aboard.
Yeah, sure. Come on in. I'm just wrapping up surgery here.
He pulls a device out and he puts it on your door.
What's that?
And he walks in. You get the feeling that that door can't be shut right now.
Okay,
It's like a boot for a door.
great.
He walks in. He said, sir, you're not
Yes.
holding anything I should know about as I walk into your ship. Anything that should concern me.
Like this space assassin?
I'm talking about any threats to my person.
Oh no, I mean he'll tap on a console and the hounds will go back in the little hound bin or whatever.
He says,
And,
much obliged. He comes into your surgery arena if it is open.
I mean, it's a med kit that has a little bit on it.
He says, well, I'll
Sure.
be a real sawbones.
Yeah.
You ain't trimming a little fat off this boy, are you?
Well, I mean, like I have to trim things off, and that is amidst the trimmings, if you will, but not like nothing extra. I'm not skimming off the top, if that's what you're asking.
I know that this here outlaw is a Confederate. All those boys who were knocking on your door a little bit ago.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't kidnap this man, did you?
No, actually, they kidnapped me and held me hostage. So,
Can you give me your ship access to your ship's file so I can certify that information?
yeah, sure.
He checks it, runs it through, and he says, "You're all set."
Great.
Yeah,
Most recognizable code name in the galaxy. So,
I don't want to tell you how to do your business,
sure.
but you can get a lot of coin for that there Gamorrean.
Really?
There's an awful lot of
Okay.
credits on his head.
Oh.
But I also see you're doing,
I
well,
thought he meant by the pound.
oh, I'm getting there. But I also see you're doing a little trimming. If you are interested in making some additional coin, I know a guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know lots of guys.
a procurer of unusual meat.
Oh yeah, like here or
No, but sometimes we are able to supply him with it. The name of Rondell.
oh, I know Rondell.
Better watch yourself if you try to sell anybody else. Rondell finds out about you got this fine slab of meat on the table.
Hmm. Well, it would be a real shame if Rondell were to find out. I would hate to see that.
Hey,
But
his
I
lips is sealed, Belinda Carlisle style.
oh well, I was just going to say because I get the sense that you are a man of excellent and exquisite taste, and so I just thought
Enjoy me a
to
good
make
cut of meat.
to make sure everything's on the up and up, and he pulls the little like hollow wrapped package of Morian ham steaks out of his robes, and he's like, "Here, look, we got off on weird terms, and
Hey,
I
hey,
appreciate you being
Doctor,
straightforward.
Doctor, from
Yeah.
farm to table. He slides into his jacket.
Okay, sure. I've never heard that said about people before, but okay.
You
No,
stay out of
that's
trouble.
I
You
try
got
to.
some, you have some ugly-looking customers that are been knocking at your door.
No, I know. I'm a hostage.
Well, don't look like you know hostage to me, but I would say, as a professional courtesy, if you're going to call the imps, you do it away from here.
What? No. I am, all imps are bastards. So I ain't gonna call. I ain't gonna call the authorities, but I appreciate it anyhow. I ain't gonna
Just
get
scout.
you involved in any of this.
So now that's my job.
Sure.
I appreciate your hospitality.
Mhm. You know that the that big robot's name is Penis.
You know, I thought there was something weird about that, droid.
Yeah. He might tell you something different, but he called me. He was like, "Hey, it's Penis," and I was like, "Excuse me," and I hung up.
I don't blame you.
Sure.
I do not blame you.
Mhm.
I mean, hey, I am not the most, I have not been, I should say, the most law abiding citizen of the Republic, now Empire.
Sure.
But I've never, ever called somebody up a comm and told them my name was Penis. You just don't do that.
You just don't do it.
Some
just
people's
don't.
parents didn't raise them right.
I'm telling you. No, but you enjoy those ham steaks there, and
Hey, you
thanks for
wouldn't
your time
mind.
here today. What?
You wouldn't mind if I put a little call. If you're not going to turn this boy in, you don't mind if I put a call in. I know.
To turn the whole person in?
No, not for
Oh, not
me.
for not like the bounty on the bounty hunter.
Yeah,
like
but,
the
but more like, yeah, but a bounty on the bounty hunter, like a third party can come in here and take care of this and take it to the Empire and give us a cut off their cut.
huh.
I know a guy, and let's just say he's got a little bit of a personal thing with these boys.
Oh, really? Did they I don't know, break his ship's door or something? Take him
No,
hostage?
they used to be in a guild with him. They ran his guild out doing what they did in front of everybody.
Really? Well, that's unfortunate. Hey, you think this ship's space worthy with all that damage they did at the door? I kind of gotta,
I think you should get it looked at. I wouldn't wait around forever on it.
All right. Well, maybe I'll hold off on the middleman bounty situation until I
There's
can at least get out of here.
There's plenty of reputable folk on this station that can do that work for next to nothing.
Sure.
Especially if here, you give him this. Reaches in and pulls out a card.
Take the card.
That's letting them know that powers to be around here, they see you as a good customer.
Appreciate
They'll cut you a clean deal.
Sure. That's great. That's good to hear. I appreciate you as a human.
Well, I appreciate you as a droid. He looks up at 2B and looks at you as a sentient being.
Oh, okay. I'm a Jawa. Just I don't look it, but I am. So
I ain't never seen a Jawa before.
okay. Well, now you have. So
Well, fine.
big day for all of us.
Big day. I thank you again for them vittles.
All right.
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, sure. Just feel free to get out of here whenever you want, so I don't keep trying to talk in your accent.
He leaves. You hear the click of his boot on your door. It goes zzz, and your door shuts.
All right.
Doctor,
Yeah.
this seems like perhaps a good time to release our patient into either better custody,
Mhm.
or, if I might be so bold, to acquire a professional who could assist them in gaining limbs. I do not feel comfortable with the idea of giving them to the Empire.
Yeah, no, me neither. Like I said, yeah. So, yeah, well, let's get Wilbur here up and going.
Would you like me to go find someone to assist him with his mobility?
I think, and he like
Oh,
rustles.
wait, I cannot because I don't have
Oh
legs.
God, I know. I know. We've been in a hostage situation. I'm doing it as quickly as I can. Maybe I'll find you some legs here. So Honk like
I
digs
will not
through
hold my breath.
some. You don't breathe. He
Exactly.
he digs through some like various medical garbage he has, stacked up around the ship. He brings out like a like literally just like a serving platter that has like it sort of glows around the edges in a Star Warsy kind of way, and it's got a little like hover mechanism attached to it visibly, because he's not a mechanic, he's a medic.
He is far
And
too heavy for that implement.
what if I stack two of them on top of each other?
I'm afraid, Doctor, he is far heavier.
We don't got any.
The Marshal did say that there were reputable agents in the vicinity that could do the work.
All right, well, you can try to DIY and life kicks you in the asshole. So, all right, I'll.
You are a doctor, not a mechanic.
I know, but like there's the Venn diagram of mechanic and doctor is almost a flat circle.
If it was, I would be walking around.
All right. I'm gonna go outside now, and he will. So Wilbur has like been got into a situation where he's stable. He's not going to bleed.
He's in
out.
good shape actually. He's in better shape than he was. Surprisingly.
Honk will put the freezer cabinet back. He'll sort of grimace a little bit at the weird rusty coolant stain rectangle on whatever Wilbur was wearing, and he'll use one of his little stims to wake him back up. They'll give him a painkiller one too.
Yeah, you're a little bit off, Wilbur, but you're awake.
Hello.
So you put the thing back on me.
No, you took it off.
You took it off.
Yeah, you're free. You have a very bad coolant stain on the front of you.
So, I mean, I'm just gassed by a robot. This was the last thing I was
My
aware.
apologies, but you were acting irrational.
It's true. You were
Yes.
pretty irrational. Yeah, and we had to do some finishing work. So we wanted to put you back under, so it would be a pleasant experience. Hope you had sweet dreams in Sleepland or whatever the fuck you believe in.
Lot less leg than I had.
There was a concern about possible infection in your scar tissue. It had to be removed.
Yep.
It was for your safety and for a better potential fit for any apparatuses.
Okay. I mean, there wasn't a lot of useful stuff going on down there anyway.
The doctor was very broken up about it.
I was very upset.
He seems the type. Yes.
He was concerned about your health and safety.
Where have my friends talked to you? Stop by at all?
They tried to break in here while we were doing surgery, which is kind of a pain. They actually owe me some repairs on my door. But I think they went to go buy a ship or something.
They did not at all seem concerned with your health and well-being. Not like myself. I am very concerned for you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, the first thing I would have done was to come check on you. even if you were in surgery. I would have just stood in the waiting room until you were awake.
Just waiting
The
for
doctor was very concerned, but not as concerned as I am, because only a being with no legs can know the pain of another being with no legs.
All right, I am literally leaving right now. Toby, hold down the fort. I will get a tech to come over and look at the door, and let's go find your terrorist friends.
Good luck on your journey to find legs, Doctor.
Thank you. I will try.
Uh,
Although, do you really want shithole legs, Toby? Or do you
They
want
are not for me. He bends down with his one arm and he puts it on Wilbur's shoulder. They are for my friend.
Oh, yep, of course.
But legs and an arm would be very beneficial.
The patient is always right, or whatever. Okay,
I'll keep an eye out for you, Torso.
Toby. It's not Torso.
He is my friend. Torso is our playful nickname. Ha 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 ha. This is the sort of joshing around people with no legs can do.
That's why I
You
travel
got,
alone.
like, carts or a chair, hover
Well,
chair.
My
something?
friend, you are far too injured to be going out right now. You must stay
Oh.
here with me. We will
Have
have
fun with
a
that.
very good time.
Do you have money for legs?
On me?
Like, if I'm gonna go get leg, I'm not gonna pay for your leg.
2B like flies down in front between you and Wilbur, and he looms over you, Honk, and says, I feel, Doctor, as if with the amount of credits we have earned from this particular surgery, that we could spring for these legs and still come out far ahead.
All right.
And then in a very whispery, like almost freaky voice, you hear, do not ruin this for me.
Okay. All right, Toby. All right. No, you make a fair point. What I'm gonna need moving forward though is to go. I just gotta go. Like you two have a great time. I hope that you have a tea party or something.
Oh,
And
a party of tea.
Yep.
This sounds pleasing.
great.
Friend
I have-
Wilbur, are you prepared for a party of tea?
I don't know that I am. I would prefer to go and
Oh,
help
but you just got here.
legs. I'll be back. Don't worry.
Oh, the doctor will be going to get you legs. Won't you, doctor?
I told you I'm like already I'm like out
You
the
could be
door. I'm like
leaving right
I
now.
literally
Goodbye.
am leaving. Goodbye.
So Wilbur, from that point on, 2D is literally just doing almost anything you ask to make you comfortable. Would you like me to fluff another pillow?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Would you like another Agarian swine egg? They are, I have been told, delicious.
The first one was fine. The fifth one sitting a little funny. But
Oh, I have made a mistake in doing this offering. Please forgive me.
no. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna slow down. Do you have communicators on them? Can I get a hold of these guys?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just gonna give my friends a call. Let them know what's happening here.
Oh, you want me to leave?
No, you can hang around. That's fine.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
Yeah. So, hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, guys.
You're muted.
I'm guessing it's going to PN15 or
I don't know who has your comm links.
I don't know.
Also, I do
really.
love the fact that if you just let it go to voicemail, would be the greatest thing ever. I don't know this number.
Who is this?
Who dis?
Who's PN15? Do you know a 2B?
I do not.
It's not from Tubi though. Actually, it's from Wilbur. It's his com.
Oh, he's on his personal account.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick it up. Wilbur, hey,
Hey.
how are you, man?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway,
All things considered, you're awake. Are you okay?
yeah, it's fine.
We are having fun. Ha 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 ha.
The Jawa left, so I'm just here with this wall droid thing.
Your friend.
Toby.
We are
Yeah,
friends.
he's fine. He's cool. You like Agarian slime eggs? There's apparently a lot of them on here.
I love him.
Oh yes, all right. Tubi, could you like make a little basket up for the guys?
Are they coming here now?
They might be later. I don't. What are you guys up to? What are you doing?
Dolores 2, baby. Bounty Boogaloo. We're hooking up 2R with the new lady friend.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, that'll be good because I kind of want my ship back.
Yeah, but you're still sticking around, right? I mean, we still got,
I mean, I'm not going anywhere short term quickly. No plans this particular instance. No. So
Be careful, friend. They may treat you differently if they know you lack lower appendages.
I think they realized that my legs are mostly.
Oh, hey, did you tell him about the legs?
Oh, hey, are you guys getting that taken care of there? Is this like a 2-for deal, or do you need us to be like?
I mean, I think the Jawa was gonna go look at legs or find legs or something. I don't know exactly, but he doesn't have any legs here.
I don't know if I want to play Jawa prices for that, man.
That's fair. I don't even really know where. I mean, we're on deep water, I think.
Oh yeah, we in that deep water, that dock water.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
there's probably
best shop down here. We're gonna go check it out.
All right. Yeah,
we took great care of the sucker punch. Just 3 peas in a pod. So
cool.
Yeah, I'm sure we can outfit that with all sorts of. We're thinking maybe like Gonk droid, something a little for you.
Yeah, I mean, get in touch with me before you make any purchases. Because I'd kind of like final approval. But anyway, the Jawa was out there. He said something about legs, so maybe you want to meet up with him.
Mm-hmm.
Get the ship. Let's yeah. I guess I'm just gonna chill here and.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, Wilbur. We'll be back.
Yeah. I can't really. I don't know if this.
Hey, buddy, you can do whatever you put your mind to. We're gonna get through this, man.
All right. Well, call me if you need anything. From a guy with no legs.
Hey,
From
what?
2 sentient beings, both with no legs. But that does not define who and what we are.
No legs, but big hearts. Big hearts.
No arm either. That's on me.
Oh, we can look for arms too. So we need 4 legs, 1 arm.
Yeah, robot like full on droid legs and an arm. If you run into any, he's been pretty fine. I guess it wouldn't hurt to. He's talking about it a lot, so it might help.
All right. Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
All right. Well, don't get into any trouble.
When have we ever gotten into trouble? All right, we'll see you soon.
Wilbur, as soon as you get off the comm, there's like this weird buzz in the comm, like something's wrong with it.
Oh. All right. Let's see. Suppose what I want to try and figure out what the hell that was.
Okay.
You want me to roll? That'd be sharp.
Yeah, why don't you give me a sharp, please?
Sharp. All right. So no pluses or minuses to that. So I got a 7.
You don't know what it is, but you catch the corner of your eye on the visual pickup outside the ship. You see a bunch of security, and you see them pointing to your ship, and there is a person there whose shape looks real familiar.
Cool. Tubi, is you got like any smuggling spots, on the ship or whatever? Anywhere I could hide, maybe?
We do not smuggle. We are
Right, but do you
legitimate.
have any? I know you're not smugglers.
None that I am aware of.
All right. Could you make sure those do you have security?
We do. Is there something wrong with you, my friend?
Not yet, but there is a potential. I have a bad feeling.
I have learned that many of the time organics have bad feelings about many things. Most of the time they lead to nothing but more bad feelings. Would you like to talk to me about it?
Not at the moment. I think we've got bigger, furrier fish to fry.
I do not understand your statement.
Nor do I really. But make sure the security is ready. I am, and if you want to let the doctor know, things might be occurring. I'll let my friend.
I am attempting to contact the doctor, but there is something that is blocking our communications.
I assume if I try and communicate with my team, I'm going to get the same issue. All right.
You get an audible buzz.
Are my weapons still around here somewhere?
They're on the ship.
Tubi, could you grab my weapons? Or
I am concerned that if I grab your weapons, you will attempt to.
No, I don't want to shoot you. Or attack you again.
Then I will go attempt to remove them from the lockbox.
That would be excellent.
Your comm link goes off.
Hello.
Hey there, Wilbur.
Hey, how's it going?
Fancy finding you here.
Yeah, I suppose. A little odd. What brings you by?
Well, first I was going to let all this just go. But I'll be damned if they didn't put enough credits on your heads that, I gotta make my play. Surely you understand. Ain't no hard feelings.
Well,
you recognize the voice as Taggart, who was one of the heads of your guild.
I mean, I get it, but yeah, I'm not happy about it.
I ain't happy about it either. How about you make this easy on me, and I'll make it easy on you?
Well, is it dead or alive? Is there more money if it's alive?
I have no interest in shooting you. Come on, I'm not a savage.
Doesn't answer the question.
No, it doesn't, does it?
Um,
Well, I'm saying don't make this hard on me.
well, I'm probably going to have to. I mean, when you put it that way.
I've got clearance to break the door down on that ship.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, Wilbur. I don't want to be pointing guns at you. So I'll tell you what. Where are the rest of the boys?
They're on the station or in this area.
Because I only saw your ship.
I don't know specifically. They're around. Hey, Tubi, could you send one of those little security droids to talk to them in person, let them know what's going on?
Currently, our vessel is being hit with an ion pulse continuously.
Oh,
Most of our operating systems do not work. I cannot unlock the box to return your weapons.
great. Yeah, they're around, probably on the way here behind you now.
You always were a terrible liar, son. That's why I'm saying don't make this more difficult than it needs to be. I'm willing, if I can get the rest of them, I'm willing to cut you loose.
No. I mean, I
hate to hear that.
don't know where they are.
Why don't I believe you?
Specifically, I don't know where they are. And
Your
you don't
ship-
need to believe
your
me.
ships ain't here.
That's true. Their ships ain't here.
I'll tell you what.
I'm not in my ship either. I wish I was.
Nah, but from little birdie told me that you ain't going anywhere.
I mean, yeah,
I could help you with that issue.
I'm sure you can, but I think I'm gonna pass. I don't trust you. You see,
Why wouldn't you trust me? Y'all the ones who went off the reservation and started killing people.
that's the job.
Not like what you did. That was not the job.
That's fair.
I'm out of house, home, and the ability to feed my family. This score will put me back in a good spot. Also in the good graces of the powers that be. Good enough, I can cut you some slack and bring you in. But you got to help me help you. Meanwhile, back over. Are you going to the help desk? Or are you going right past it to New Graz?
Right past it to New Graz.
When you do that, Rudis is just like squinting at you, and he kind of pulls his thing over his face a little bit, and you can see the couple security their hands go down towards their blasters a little bit. They just eye you as you walk by.
As we go by, I'll say to him, we'll be back for those legs.
He does that.
Excellent. PN, I think that we're going to need to make this a quick trip, if at all possible.
PN? Who is PN?
Oh, that's my nickname for Bobby here. Sometimes I call him PN because, he's PN, TR, 2R. Let's go see what we can find. See if we can find you a nice lady.
He gives the droid version of a wink, which is mostly his head just going to the side a little bit.
Yeah. So what is it? What does it look like when we get there? Is there anybody in here, or is this like?
There's a ton of people.
Okay.
Just shopping and looking at parts and all that. A very tall human, or very near human, female comes up and says, "How can I help you? Welcome to New Grebes. Our ship's literally all of steel."
That is exactly the type of ship we're looking for.
Then you came to the right place.
Do you have anything similar to, say, a Gazanti cruiser? Perhaps something Corellian in a mid-size?
Well, you didn't hear this from me, but the new government has been putting a tight leash on those anti-cruisers because too well armed for a freighter. My understanding is they're going to put the pinch on freighters altogether. No more shields, no more weapons. That's the scuttlebutt I've been hearing.
It seems horribly unjust.
I like your shirt. She
Thank you.
tugs on me a little bit.
It has pineapples. It signifies that I am on.
Now, I didn't say we don't have any per se. I just said that they might be a little pricier because of, let's just say, imperial entanglements.
Mm-hmm. The man.
You get where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Constantly trying to regulate the free market.
I feel what you are laying down. We are like 2 items organic in a pod.
She looks at you two standing there, Cam and Rorku, and says, "He gets me. He just gets me."
Sure does.
I have that
So,
people skills.
what is your limit?
We're looking to. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, to our. It's your lady. I mean, this is.
Oh, is that a family name? That's a beautiful, beautiful name.
Yeah. He's named after his grandfather.
Oh, I know restraining bolts. How cosmopolitan.
We would never. He's a part of our family.
Mm-hmm.
She leans into you and she goes, "It looks like you're the father figure."
Well, we have to set a good example.
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to TR, my good friend.
She is referring to my, no doubt, excellent dad droid bot.
I would say it's sleek, it's lean. No fat on those bones, dear.
That would be.
So, what is your range, your top end?
Well, we are on a budget. Top end, 40K.
Well, for 40K, I'm sure we could find you a nice Corellian. But if it's just the 3 of you, I mean, how are you going to run a ship that size?
I mean, most of it I will handle on my own after some modifications.
Ah, look at you! Who needs a crew when you've got TR?
It's true.
I am to our crew.
Well, we can then talk a little bit. We've got a few models that might be interesting to you. So you walk into a room and there's like these 3D floating holographic models. And she shows you some different Corellian ships in the YT series. No Gazanti. She does show you an Aurora class as well as a YV light freighter. Now I know they're not exactly what you said you're looking for, but very adaptable. Also very, by the looks of you three, I would say low key.
These are pretty good. And we need, not necessarily a nice ship so much as a good ship.
Oh, well, I don't know if you've been listening to the nonstop commercials playing throughout the deep water, but New Gragrebe does not sell bantha fodder.
This is why we came here.
Well, then you know your ships.
I do like some of these Corellians.
Well,
Sure. Could I pick your brain a little bit about a couple of these?
oh, now he talks. Look at this. Of course, honey, of course.
So I pull Tuar aside and say we may want to steer clear of the Aurora class since those are used by the Zygarians, and we don't want to be picked up for slaving by accident.
That it would
Oh,
not be-
can I interject for a second, dear? Clean transponder codes. No one's gonna mistake you for Zygarians. Look at you. You don't have hair at all. And TR here. Does he look like a Zygarian?
That's fair.
all the same, I do have a preference for Corellians.
Oh man knows what he wants, knows what he likes. You do see also a Hawk 290 light freighter come up on the screen as well. If you're looking for a little more, get up and go, a little bit of maybe a little less modification flexibility, but right out of the box, a bomb burner. Wow. It's hard to go wrong with that. There's also a Gothrock 690 as well.
YT, are we talking about like a 2400, like a light freighter where we could attach like the sucker punch on the base of it? I think that you can attach one to those.
I
Like
think
one fighter size. I can't remember.
The YT are all, they don't look very good.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, when you're looking at them, you're like, oh, they look pretty stock. There is, like I said, there's an XS stock light freighter, which is a Corellian ship. There is a 690 light freighter. The Hawk 290. And there is a YT 1300, but it does not look good.
How's that 690 look?
The 690 is a big boy. Just says, I don't know if you have the cash for that.
Oh, okay.
Not to mention, look at it real carefully with those keen eyes of yours. This thing's armed to the teeth.
Yeah, that's why I was interested in it.
This is what they're trying to get rid of.
Also because it has escape pods.
There's a YV66 or 666, and there's a YV865.
Yeah, the 865's the one.
Zygarian.
Yeah.
You do know that the YV666 is generally used by a lot of Trandoshans.
Yeah. The Houndstooth is very well known. Oh, could I roll to kind of think about what would be the most common
Yeah.
What would that be? Like attuned or
Yeah, why don't you give me an attune? Let's go with that.
hey, it's, 9 plus 1, so 10.
Probably any of the excess stock light freighters.
Mhm.
There's not a ton here
Okay.
that she's showing, but you do know if like you're looking for a stock light freighter that is basically going to be like
The most generic.
Yeah, this ship is a generic ship.
Yeah.
But also it's pretty clean slate for modification.
Yeah. What do we think? Could we ask her if we have something that might be a little bit more stock that we could customize down the road, depending on what
Of
we get.
course, it's this XS. It's a stock freighter. No bells and whistles. It's just going to be right out of the box. A little bit of damage, but of course, we're a used lot.
I would wonder, based on my driving habits, which to look at me, you would think.
Oh, you drive fast and hard.
Maneuverable and speedy are kind of my friends.
Well, I would say probably you want to look hard at that Hawk 290. It's got it right where it counts. I will say, though, it's not quite as durable as some of the other slower vessels.
Any weaponry on that one?
Wine is a standard package right now, which has been cut down a little bit because of where things are politically.
Well, I mean, you're the connoisseur. This is your lady, so I think the decision should be yours.
It's an older style ship, but when they're taken care of, you know that this is an older ship. This is like big. These ships were more famous during the height of the Republic. They were usually after that more upscale pilots and more upscale merchants used them. They're definitely a pilot and a co-pilot, but you could definitely get by without one. I mean, so they could be crewed by one.
Yeah.
Not even a
not specially rigged.
Void, yeah. I mean, they could conceivably be crewed by one person. Good hyperdrive. They've got a good nav system. Big cargo capacity. Weapons wise, this doesn't really look loaded down with weapons right now.
Okay. And the Corellians, you said there was a 1300.
Yeah, the 1300 looks like it's seen much better days.
Okay. There's an XS.
Yes.
And what was the other one?
There's the YV666. There is the YV865, the CR90, the big Corvette, and then the Hawk 290. And yeah, 690 light freighter as well.
I think the Hawk's going to be a little small for us. We may need to go a little bit bigger. because we could hang out in the cargo hold, but
And we
You
have bumps, so the not particularly shielded does not suit our driving habits.
yeah, there aren't any VCX 100s, are there, Corellians?
No, I'm afraid not.
Okay,
Not a ship that gets traded in a lot.
yeah, it's an outer rim delicacy, so I understand.
This YT-130, it's got a lot of miles on it, but you know, it's so modular. It's very retro right now. Little paint, little boost to the hyperdrive, maybe some aftermarket shields and weapons, if you know what I'm saying.
It does pair well with the droid remote driving, which is a favorite.
So meanwhile, as you guys go over your ship options, Honk, you're making your way in the world today.
Taking everything I got. Do I see the commotion in front of my vessel?
No,
Okay,
they waited until you had moved on.
that makes sense. Yeah, I guess I'll go look for the leg merchant.
So you go around. You want to ask around, or you just want to look? There's a couple. There's a ton of different shops. There's like weapons. There's goods, aftermarket parts.
I feel like he's looking for like a mid-grade, but still a little skeevy shop that seems like they might have what he's looking for. Like,
So you see a place called the Body Shop.
well named. Yeah, he'll go in there and take a look around, see what kind of. Primarily, he's looking for robot legs and arms, but he'll also look for meaty ones or whatever.
There is a tall but rotund Fondorian who is working on a torso piece. And he looks up and he goes, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, I'm here for some parts, specifically limbs.
Oh,
Looking for some. Yeah.
I don't really do I do custom parts. I don't do stock. He takes a big gloves off and he wipes his hands all over himself and he says, "Oh, hello, my name's Tutu Plim."
Hello, Tutu Plim. I'm Honk Khaleesi.
You're a Jawa, right?
Yes.
I used to do some business with a syndicate of Jawas. Acquisition of parts. Just amazingly good at it.
Sure, yeah, we're very good at acquisition.
So what are you looking for?
Well, I have a albino Gamorrean on my vessel that is missing legs and needs some new ones, and also my medical robot is missing 3 limbs. So it's yeah, no, I know it's gonna cost me an arm and a leg to get this working.
He like literally bends over and slapping his leg. He is dying laughing right now. He's like, "That is. Can I steal that? That is.
Yeah, it's yours.
That is maybe the single best joke that a model we could have in our.
Sure. No. Yeah. You should add it to your repertoire.
Oh man.
So, I think we're kind of in a hurry, probably.
Oh, rush job.
Yeah. So I don't know what your timetables are or your price range is, but that's what I'm in the market for.
A Gamorrean. You're gonna need some heavy duty legs for something that heavy.
Yeah.
I think he's not a ballerina.
Not anymore.
I say that out loud.
It's okay with the gallows humor. I'm a medic. I watch people die.
Oh, you're a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that helps.
Yeah, I could probably actually do the install. I just need.
Yeah, I would normally say yes, but again, I do custom parts.
Sure,
So,
no, I know. I
but
appreciate.
I
the
would
art.
be more than happy to do. I could cut
Wanna
the
come and
price
do
a
a
little bit
consult?
and do like consult or co-installations.
Sure. Well, yeah. Whatever works. Can you Would you mind coming over? Can you bring your stuff so
Well,
we can get started?
I definitely can, but you're going to want to pick out kind of the base model first.
Okay.
So there's just like this huge hollow screen of parts.
Okay.
And you said
It,
legs and arms.
legs and one arm for a medical droid, and
Medical
he'll point out what's sort of what he'll. I think for Toby, he'll find the closest match. Like it's pretty similar. Aesthetically.
He shows you like an arm that actually like folds out into two extra little forearm and arms.
Mhm.
Multitasking for a repair or surgical bot. I can also, and he kind of turns this knob on, and you see the fingers separate out into extra little digits.
Ooh.
It's not my best work, but
Well, when we get there, you tell him it is.
maximally effective.
No.
Low maintenance, and I do guarantee my work.
No, I appreciate that. You don't really got to sell me. It's sort of a captive audience here, but yeah, you just tell them that it's the best.
Are you married? Are you married to legs? Because I find a droid is far more efficient and could be far more mobile with a hover skirt.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. The droid really wants legs. That's that's non-negotiable. But the Gamorrean, I mean, I was gonna put him. I got like a sort of serving tray that floats, and I was gonna put him on that, and
Looks like you completely befuddled by that.
like a medical grade serving tray. Like you do. I'm a Jawa. You do what you can with what you got. So.
Yeah.
But he's too heavy.
No offense. No. I know. No offense.
Sure. I mean, you could bring along the stuff for the Hollow platform, and maybe
The bulk and the sheer amount of energy you're going to need to support that much bulk on a hover skirt.
No.
My apologies, but that's not very.
Okay.
That won't be very effective. What kind of work does this colleague of yours do?
I believe
Do they
he
need
is
to be very mobile, or
not a
are they-
colleague. He's
Oh.
a criminal, space criminal.
Oh no! What? Why are you helping a space criminal?
I'm their hostage.
Do you need me to call someone?
No, if you do that, then it'll be bad for everybody. So I feel like for the safety of everyone here on this shithole, that yeah, we don't want to. Okay, I'm from a shithole too, man. I fly a sandcrawler, half of a sandcrawler in space. All right, like I'm a shithole connoisseur. It's not something I say with a derogatory bent. It's just you know it when you see it, and they're good, man. They can be good, but they look.
He looks completely confused now. Like you've launched into an area where he cannot follow.
Yeah, well, you know what? When you are a piece of shit, you just kind of roll with it. So anyway, all that aside, it would be bad. I think the security. Actually, I spoke with security, and they didn't seem bothered by the situation, which was surprising to me. But
Who did you talk to?
some cowboy or something.
Did you talk to the marshal?
Yeah, the marshal came over proactively. So
Does the marshal know you're a hostage?
Yeah, they weren't super concerned about it, which again was a bit disappointing. But
Are your captors are they wanted men?
yeah, they're like the most wanted, you know. So
Oh no!
cream of the crop, or the
And
opposite of that.
they're on your ship.
Well, one of them, most of one of them is.
I'm sorry, but if your ship's still there, it's gonna be a mess.
What do you mean a mess?
The marshal, he does headhunting for bounty hunters.
Are you telling me I gave Bounty Hunter some of the best ham steaks in the galaxy, and you just threw that
I'm a
away?
vegetarian. I don't.
I'm not.
Well-
This isn't about your culinary preferences right now. This sounds like an emergent situation. So, look, can you give me the stuff, and I'll take it back if you can't work on a criminal or something?
I mean,
you-
I can. It's just it'll be pricier.
Why would it be pricier to not get the install?
Because it's my work.
I know, but it's your work if you install it.
It's my work because I tweak it to the individual as I do the install. I
Uh,
don't sell
okay.
stock parts.
Okay, well, so, but all right. Like I said, I'm kind of in a hurry here. I'm trying
I'm
to
willing to
maximize.
work with you on that, and I can grab legs that I think would work, in my
Sure.
opinion.
Can you grab the smallest Gamorrean legs that'll work? Like the smallest legs that will work for a Gamorrean.
He like turns and looks at you, and he just says, "You're a doctor."
Yeah,
No, I'm not doing that.
his knees were bad. It means that the size of his legs was wrong. That's medical knowledge.
No, it does. I
Okay, just grab whatever leg you would like. Okay.
So he whistles, and a couple they look like surveyor droids that you would use like to work on that's pod racing, and they are grabbing parts. They put them on this like hover cart,
Great.
and he like, "Oh, okay, I'm ready.
All right. Okay, great. Thank you. All right, let's go. Yeah, he'll head back to his ship.
All right, you get back to the ship, and you're heading back to the ship, and there are a bunch of space ruffians kind of outside the ship, and there's one large space ruffian. He looks to be a Iktochi.
Okay.
So he's got like the big horns that come down. It's got like a light blue skin. He's an Iktochi with the light blue skin.
I think Honk will sort of usher Tutu over to the side and be like, "Excuse, you're probably not going to want to see this. So, if you want to get everything over to safety for a second, I believe I can perhaps resolve this situation."
Okay, I'll stay here then.
Okay, yeah, I don't want you to get shot to death or whatever. All right, so Honk will he will sort of reach down for his pockets, and you'll be like, "Well, I didn't bring my comm with me because I left in a huff, motherfucker." All right, well, Honk will go over to his ship.
You're gonna cut through these guys like, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Coming through.
They kind of just stop and look at you, and the Iktochi that is kind of running the show stops and looks at us. Just a gentleman I wanted to see. I heard I got you to thank for this.
I'm sorry, for what?
Oh, for tracking these boys down for me.
Um,
Marshall
no, I.
let me know about this particular issue. So
Oh,
maybe you can do me a favor. I currently am suppressing your ship's power with an
That's
ion
important.
dampener.
okay. Could
But
you
if
not?
you'll let me in, I'd be more than happy to compensate you for your troubles.
Um, I I don't have a lot of trouble. Did the marshal tell you about
He
the
pulls out a little disc and it floats and it shows the four individuals, and it just says wanted in just flashing different languages. You don't gotta lie to me, son. We're
what?
past
No, no. I mean, he's on there. I just was wondering if I because I didn't get the point. The marshal only stopped by for a second, and hopefully he didn't get exposed. But you know, you see, I'm wearing this mask, and I'm doing that because of the space plague.
that. Space plane. All right, interesting. Um,
He's got space plague.
make me
And
that hot roll.
hot. I'm good at hot. Uh, yeah, that's a 10 plus 2, 12.
Oh, he goes. I'm sorry. What'd you say? Plague.
Space plague. Space plague.
What-
It has a longer, more sciencey name, but that confuses
That ain't-
everybody. Space plague.
That ain't some of them brain worms or anything like that. You talking about?
Well, I mean, brainworms are a side effect. It's real nasty stuff.
Can you kill it?
Can I kill the brainworms?
The plague part of it. You're a Sawbones, a doctor, right?
Well, I'm trying to obtain the ingredients necessary to formulate what might be a cure. It's actually it would
Tell
actually
him.
be
Get over here, boy.
it would actually be
You tell
advancing
him-
medical
You tell him
science.
what you need, and he'll go
Okay.
get it. And
Okay.
I will spring for that on
Right.
top of your finder's fee.
Well, here's the thing.
But I need that Gamorrean, because if I have him, the others they come a running.
Sure. Well, you know, I don't have any particular fondness for this Gamorrean, but again, it's going to be a matter of time. This is delicate. You could die. Everyone probably
Well,
will
you
die.
look around. This is that deep
Shithole.
water. I got time.
All right. All right. So what I need from you is I need you to make sure that my ship is left alone. I need
I'll
quiet.
do you
I
better.
need peace.
I'll put a whole lot of my hired hands here. They'll watch
Well,
your shit.
Well, you know, the difficulty is if you see here, and he points to the little tiny hole in his door. The problem is, you and your friends here have been within the infection radius for, I mean, I don't know how long.
He like puts his hand to you and he goes, not so loud. Hired hands. I don't give a damn about their health.
I know, but
Yeah,
I took a
more.
hippopotamus oath, so they should really know that they're all within the infection radius currently. And
You hear gas, and he turns before you can finish. He turns and he has a blaster out. He's pointing it at him. Says, "Boys, you either want to make the coin I'm offering, or you want to go home in a box. That's your options. And for a penny, and one of them starts to draw, and he just drops him. Oh, I guess that's an extra split." The rest of them put their hands down. We're all exposed now, boys. So we'll be happy to watch your ship.
okay. Well, just so you know, generally speaking, the first symptoms include nausea, headache, and melancholy about your professional status. So, if anyone experiences those things again, you should see a different medical professional immediately. Actually, you should probably just quarantine yourself until you die if you want to not infect your family and friends. But
I'll tell you what. If any of these boys they start showing them symptoms,
mhm.
he kind of holds his blaster up and he goes, "I'll give him a quick cure and I'll
Well.
cut that split a little tighter."
Well, you know,
So what
I'm
all?
not going to tell you how to run your ship. So,
So you need to tell
so what?
Tunid what you need.
All right. I will give Tunig a list of basic and not so basic medical supplies that I just generally need, as well as a bunch of like herbs and shit that sound convincing.
You like look around and across the way you see Tutu is like,
And then he'll be like, "Excuse me," and he'll sort of pop a panel on the front, and he'll grab a rebreather, close it back up, and he'll walk back over to Tutu, and he'll just put this up.
he says,
It's actually nicer than the air in here.
"Am I gonna get shot?"
No, you are my assistant, though. Okay, if you don't want to get shot,
He just puts it
tell him
on.
you're
Says,
my assistant. All right, thank you. All right, and then they'll walk back, and it'll be like, "All right, coming through, everyone. I'm going to open the door. I need you all to get a generous distance back, and I'll keep it open as briefly as I can. It's just me and my assistant here. Need to get to the patients."
One thing else you've noticed as you're doing this is they've locked down Wilbur's ship.
Like physical, like with
Yeah,
implements. Okay.
implements.
I'm also going to need you to stop doing this ionic bullshit. It's going to mess with all of my calibrated equipment.
Well, that might be a problem. What kind of
Well-
assurances can you give me that I'm not going to have an issue getting that big boy off your ship?
Well, I mean, if the good news for both of us, I guess, if he dies, then you can just have it. Which is a distinct possibility, honestly.
He's staring you down pretty hard. How do you want to convince him?
He'll just use. I think it would be he's gonna seduce or manipulate. So he's just like, look, well, we're both men here. We look, if he sort of like runs his hand down the side of his knee, I guess, sitting Jawa height, and is just like, look, I'm not gonna forget this face. I'm not gonna. You think I'm gonna let you down? I'm not gonna let you down. This is a relationship I want to, continue to pursue afterward. You catch my drift.
I already had a little bit of your work earlier, Doc. I must say, clean cut, cooked well. So
Precious you can ever get. So
don't play with me. When you play with my money, you play with my emotions.
I would never play with your money. For things I don't know, but I would never play with your money.
He stands up all the way and he says, "All right, take the pulse off." You watch them unbolt this pulse generator.
All right.
Oh, Doc.
Yep.
Don't make me regret this. Because if
won't.
I regret it, you won't live long enough to.
Understood. Thank you. Back up, please. So the creeping death.
They back up and give you room. I've still just they loiter outside the ship.
Okay. He'll open the door, go inside, close it as efficiently as possible, and then he'll sort of yell out the hole like, "Hey, if you want to fix this hole in my door, you might live longer. Anyway, don't bother me."
You hear a, "We ain't mechanics."
You could find one. Hey,
Tutu
all right.
goes, "I can probably fix that.
Great. We'll
mean-
work on that. Okay, but
I could
I was just trying
modify
to-
the door. It might take me a while. I need some parts.
okay. I was
But I could take. I could.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do the limbs first, and then we'll do.
Tutu rolls this thing and he looks down at Wilbur and goes, "I know you. You're famous."
Told you.
A little bit, I guess. Infamous.
Oh no. So back over to the shopping boys. Shopping boys, did you come to a consensus?
I think so. Can I use read a sit, observe a person to determine if the excess stock is like a really good fit for me?
Yeah, of course.
Ooh, 12 plus 3.
Remember to take an advance because you had a 12. The stock's a great ship for you. It's heavily armored. It's good sized. It might be a little small unless you do some adjustments as far as like having a whole bunch of people on your ship. But
I mean, that was true of Dolores too. Creature comfort's not the priority.
heavily armored aft. It's got 2 sublights. It's got hyperdrive. It's got dual laser cannons.
In
I think there are at
terms
least
of-
2 passengers.
in terms of like looking at the spread of ships and seeing what condition they're in, is this one of the better picks?
Condition wise, yes.
Okay.
This looks like it's relative. This looks like it fell off the back of a truck, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Then we want to go with the excess stock.
Oh, that's a wonderful pick.
Out-
What
out
did
of
you say
curiosity-
your range was?
Well, what were you asking for this?
Oh, bless your heart. That's not how negotiations work. What's your range?
I want to know what's going to make you happy.
Oh, to all. Are you getting fresh with me?
As fresh as
Are you? She grabs Cam and she says, "Are you sure this isn't a little seducer droid?"
He seems to be at this point.
She like runs a finger up your chest and goes, "Are you a little pleasure model?"
not by design.
All right, let's get down to brass tacks.
Just by experience.
45. 45 gets you off the lot. Anything else you do afterwards, I can point you in some directions. I want a small finder's fee, but that's it.
We could do that. Initially, we came in at 40. Could we meet in the middle?
We
No.
do have a coupon.
We do have a coupon.
Oh, you have a coupon. I love coupons. How much is your coupon for?
15%.
Someone else will do the math. What's 15% off 45?
We would get about 67.50 off.
So you get like 39, little 38 something.
Yeah.
She was like, let me see a coupon. And she pulls out a little data stick and she scans it. She's like, oh, this coupon's expired. I'll tell you what. I'll honor it anyway. Just for you, Tia. But I'm going to want 2,000 credits so I can refer you to someone who can do the work for you. Because you don't. Let's be honest. You're like a Picasso, a space Picasso, and this is like your blank canvas. You're gonna want to paint all over it.
I think that
And I
seems like a perfectly fine deal. And whether we go to your recommendation or not,
Oh, you're
deserve
gonna
it.
want to go to my recommendation.
I'm just saying, either way, you deserve that 2,000.
Oh, you, look at you. You know, they say droids don't have hearts. I don't believe that. They don't believe that at all. They're just, I could just kiss you. So she rings everything up and kind of waddling out of a office up above is an albino Moncal. He says, "Oh, good job, Chint." He says, "Oh, boss." Oh. He says, "Can I talk to you boys upstairs for a spell?"
Sure.
We really are in a hurry.
Oh, it won't take too long.
All right.
You head up?
Yeah. Cam was already like, yeah, okay.
He waits for the door. He waits for the door to seal shut, and you see all of his monitors go black. He says, "Christ, what took you so long? Your money's not good. You already paid for it. You can't just be showing up like this."
We ran into some issues.
"Oh, it looks like it. Not all of you are even here. And now I've got one of your former guild breathing down my neck.
Wait, what?
Oh, your friend Taggart showed up.
Of course he did. Where is he?
Right now, he's outside your friend's ship.
Which friend?
The short one, the little waddler.
The one with legs or without legs?
I'm not a mind reader, and I can't see underneath all them robes.
No.
He's either real good at walking on no legs, or he's got real little legs.
Yeah, that's Doc Honk.
I don't care who he is. He wasn't on. He goes like this and touches his giant bulbous nose. He wasn't on you know whose list. You were.
We had a little problem getting out of where we were holed up, and we ended up having to.
Hey! We all got problems. Right now, you're my problem because you're sitting in my place of business, and it's about to get shot up.
Well, what could we do to keep that from happening?
The fuck out of here.
You got a back way?
Well, I got your ship's gonna be parked out back. That's about as a back way as you're gonna get.
Can't tell you how happy I am to hear that.
Hey, do me a favor. Whatever she wants you to do, get it done. I don't know how abreast you all are of the politics going on, but things are about to get real rough for everybody. And I don't just mean a bunch of gun-toting thugs killing people on TV. My understanding is you all hired guns.
That's right.
Funny how the powers that be can turn that around on you, isn't it? My entire homeworld is subjugated currently. I want nothing more than to see that situation change. So, whatever that little snot-nosed brat asks you to do, you do it.
Anything that we can do to repay the favor?
Not get my place of business shot up. That's the first thing. You know how hard it is to get blood out of a scrubber bot? It ain't easy, so let's not spill a whole bunch.
That's
What do
fair.
you want me to do with your friend's shitty spaceship? It looks like a wedge of cheese that someone shat out.
You could just once. I mean, we'd love to get Wilbur off of there,
Well,
but
good luck with that. I love a bunch of people who work for free. That shit ain't happening.
well, in
Tell you
that
what
case,
I can do.
quarantine it.
I can release the docking claw mechanism, let it float off onto its own, but it's gonna get shot up a whole bunch. That little runner you got, that little ship you bought off of me because I'm taking it as a loss. It's got a little bit, got a little something extra on it.
Are we talking about Monkyle extra? Or are we talking about?
No, we're talking about a non-stock tractor beam, you jagoff.
Love that.
I don't know where you're headed, but I will get the hell away from the deep water while you're going there. Because your friend Taggart is going to be pissed. And I can only feign so much plausible deniability.
Well,
So, big man,
I am ready to meet
throws a
Dolores.
calm at your chest. Are you going to catch it to let it hit you and fall?
I'll catch it.
You catch it like nimbly, like with two fingers, like chopsticks catching a fly. He says, I'm going to beep you. When I do, it's going to detach your new ship and it's going to drop out of its garage. I'm going to give you just a few seconds and then I'm going to beep you again. I'm going to drop that shit hunk that's taking up space. What happens after that has nothing to do with me. Do we understand one another?
I don't even remember talking to you about this.
Well, don't forget everything. And he hands you another card. And it's got Chint's information on it and her recommendation of an arms dealer named Parf Gotlin. You wouldn't get that from me. And he slaps you on the arm and he says, don't get killed.
That
And
is
then he pushes a button on his desk and a back door opens up. Now get the fuck out of my office.
Galore excess, here we come.
You head down, ship's already fired up.
all right.
Let's
Alright.
get in and fire up that tractor beam.
Yeah, baby. Cam, you want to hop in one of the? Actually, does the SS? Do they have the turrets on the dorsal and port, or do they just have the arrays? I can't remember what their laser cannons are set up like. Do you remember?
I think they're on the sides. We can figure it out later. We can always modify it to be whatever you want it to be.
I didn't know if we needed to Cam and I needed to man those, or if that was something that was manned from the cockpit. So.
No, those need to be manned. It's a big enough ship. You would need to have those be manned.
All right. Well, Tuar, you get to know your lady, Cam, just in case we need to.
So as you guys start heading to the ship, resting against the gangplank beam, you see the marshal.
Does he see us?
Oh yeah, he's waiting for you.
Excellent.
Let's not. I'll tell you what. Let's not. Let's say we did. Fair enough.
I'll grab a chit out and put 500 credits on it and throw it over to him.
He catches it and says, "Damned if you all weren't the fastest guns I've ever seen. and shoots himself in the shoulder and falls down.
I'll just like as we're walking by him, we'll say, "Hope that heals up real nice."
Don't ever hesitate to come back to the deep water. Here's a 5% coupon.
I take the coupon. I'm a bargain hunter.
Been good doing business with y'all.
Likewise.
Two little fix-it droids drag him out of the landing area. Your first beep goes off, and the garage opens from the bottom, and your ship free falls out of the garage.
Damn.
So as we free fall, is that one expired too?
Is it expired?
No, it's not.
Oh,
But it expires in 2 days.
God dang it.
So Honk, what are you doing right now?
Honk is like he's gotten Tutu situated. It's like just as quick as you can. I will help you in a minute. Why don't you please start on my robot, Toby? Toby, I got your legs, buddy. I've been promising Toby a lot longer than I've been promising this guy. Sorry,
Toby
this
comes
guy.
down and he puts his finger over your rebreather. And he says, I am the luckiest robot that has ever been built. And with one arm, he reaches down and gives you like a warm hug.
Thank you. So from here on out, I'm going to need a lot less attitude and a lot more gratitude. Okay.
Tutu Plimp leans into you and he goes, that is the most affectionate droid I've ever seen.
He's very affectionate.
All right, well, let's get started. And he pulls out, he like opens his vest and it just lays out all these tools and he fires up this like welding thing. He goes,
Perfect.
well, let's get to it.
So Honk, while he's getting situated, is going to quickly sort of run up to the, let's scuttle up to the controls. And
That is when the second red light goes off and your ship just tumbles out of the dock, free floating into space. And all of a sudden, it's just blaster fire from the deck of the dock.
I'm going to hit the hyperdrive button.
Okay, what I need you is PN15, you're flying, right?
Yep.
I need you to roll 2 6-siders, and I need Honk to roll 2 6-siders. PN, because you're piloting, I'll give you a +2.
You give me a what?
+2. So
Okay.
add +2 to your roll.
I rolled 8.
11.
So this happens simultaneously. As you're falling and you're like, oh shit, I don't know where I'm jumping, but I'm jumping out of here. You go to slam on the button. As soon as you hit it, a tractor beam hits you and
Motherfucker.
everything gets stretched. You all find yourselves in hyperspace, tumbling, latched onto one another, jumping blindly into space, having no idea where you're going, connected.
Like a cosmic bola.
And that's where we're going to stop. Well, the gang's all back together.
and we kidnap someone else.
You did kidnap the person.
Yeah.
All right, everybody go around the table.
Crew member. We have to. It's all about framing. It's all about-
2 doctors.
All good rebellions start with Stockholm Syndrome.
I mean, I did say in the
So,
chat we need 2-2 to join our crew. So
You
Well, you got what
manifested
you
it.
wished. Go around the table, tell people what you're up to, where they can find you. As we finished up episode 2. And I think, guys, we may end up needing an episode 4 at this rate.
Ooh.
I mean, first episode, I thought we wouldn't have more than one, but apparently it's going to happen.
We are terribly inefficient.
Well, that is if you
love
survive. That is if you survive this blind hyperspace jump.
Be a short third episode.
Buddy.
All right.
All right,
Well, you
who
can
wants to go
find
first?
me. Yep. We'll go in the normal order, I suppose. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Cubicle Zombie. You can also find me every Monday on this very channel, or not every other Monday, I should say, on this very channel for Down and Outlands. And then, at least for the summer, every other Tuesday on the same week as Down and Outlands for Drakewind Falls. It's a good time.
I'm Warrior. You can find me at WarriorMN on the socials. You can find me as well in those places that Nate said. You can also find me on the FreeForge channel and FreeForge Discord. Just hit up the freeforge.com for more deets on that. It's a great community of folks. Come join us.
Hey, I'm James. You can find me on Twitter at HueyBeardWalks and on Instagram at Your Architecture. You can also find me on twitch.tv/KnownWorldUnited and every other Tuesday over on the Heel Turn Radio and Dave Wonder channels for Tiny Mega Tuesday with this guy and that guy.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at HypnoHustlin, Instagram at HypnoHustlers_customs. Every Tuesday, except for at the moment, we're on a baby break. But I'll be there next week, and not the week after that, for Tiny Mang Tuesdays on the Dave Wonder /Hilton radio channels. I've been popping around on prep school on Sundays over on the, was that No World United?
Yep.
You can find me there most Sundays lately. Yeah.
I'm Joel. You can find me on socials at Finger Twitchings. And the things they already mentioned, I'll be at some of those.
Sometimes you can find me somewhere. I'm your King Ginger, Farewell, Weaver of Destinies, dude who talks more than everybody else. So you can find me every other Monday, most of the time, on No More United for Down Outlands. You can find me every other Tuesday on Heel Turn for Ton and Mang. You can find me here whenever these start to release, because I think it's going to be more, it might be a quadrology instead of a trilogy. I don't know. It depends on when we get to the point where I kind of envision this getting, which is on paper, but who knows if we'll get there. You can find me on Friday nights for Bad at Games. I don't know what we're going to be bad at this week, and it probably won't matter because this won't come out this week. And you can find me on Sunday mornings with Big Baby Teasus and sometimes the Magnificent Matthew doing some prep school. We're putting together a calendar of what we're going to prep each week, so it's no longer a surprise. And then after this mini-series ends, I will have other mini-series. So, yeah, that's... make sure you go out and find these fine folks in all of their various forms, and make sure that you follow the other folks who are playing, running, and submitting all their wonderful ideas, whether it's in person, whether it's in conversations on a driveway, or whether it's in our beautiful chat. Just be good to them, be good to each other, and we'll catch you on the other side of hyperspace, wherever that's going to be. Bye.